Hello everybody, this is JT Productions and welcome back to another video. We have some not very good news come out 2 days ago. I know I'm a little late on this train, but our offense coordinator since 2020, Todd Monken, has taken the job with the Baltimore Ravens. This is not good news at all. He was a very vital part to both of our national championships that have happened over the last 2 years, and he was a vital part to our offense in general, as offense coordinators are. There's no bad blood though. He deserved this. He never stays in one place very long. But best of luck to you. Have a safe time in Baltimore. So what now for Georgia? Well, Kirby Smart announced soon after that he was elevating Mike Bobo up to be our offensive coordinator. Now, Mike Bobo, this is his second stint as Georgia's offensive coordinator. As most of you know, he was a quarterback for the University of Georgia in the mid-90s. He's a part of a legendary clip that was called by Larry Munson in the first ever overtime game in SEC history, where he threw the ball on the last play of the game for a touchdown to force overtime against Auburn in Jordan-Hare, and ended up winning the game in, I think, triple overtime. It's crazy. If you haven't seen that clip, go watch it. It's I believe it's called Miracle on the Plains, at least for Georgia. I don't know if there's an Auburn version of Miracle on the Plains, but just look up Mike Bobo game tying touchdown for overtime, Larry Munson call. So what does this mean for Georgia? Well, Mike Bobo, like I said, he was an offensive coordinator before. He was an offensive coordinator for Georgia from 2007 to 2014. Now that before 2015, that was probably the, besides 2010, I'd say best offensive stretch for Georgia. We had Matt Stafford from 06 to 08. We had Aaron Murray from 2010 to 2013. And I'd say a majority of those years, our offense was pretty good. It was our defense that held us back. Even in 2014, we scored 41 points a game with Hudson Mason at quarterback. Now, why does this help Georgia with Mike Bobo being the offensive coordinator? Well, it doesn't. The players don't have to learn, per se, a new offense. He's stuck behind Todd Monken for a year, learned a little bit about his system and how he does things, so he can take that and put his own spin on it. Also, he knows the culture. He knows Georgia. It is his first time under Kirby, which they were teammates in '94, so they know each other very well. And he's but yeah, he knows the system. So that's one good thing. Another good thing is when he was at Georgia, he used a lot of tight ends. If you remember from 2012 to 2014, Michael Bennett and Arthur Lynch, two names maybe ring a bell. Those were two vital pieces to our offense. And then one reason he was scoring so many points a game was because of the running back situation. From 2007 to 2014, we had Noshawn Marino, Caleb King, Isaiah Crowell, Todd Gurley, Keith Marshall, Nick Chubb, Sonny Michel. So we were loaded to the running back position, as we usually have been. And it seems like ever since Jim Chaney left, our running game has not been what it usually is. Todd Monken opened that up a little bit, but not to the extent that we had under Mike Bobo or Todd Monken, or even before that. So, I think that that's going to help us a lot in the running game. I don't know who's going to step up. Each running back kind of favors a former running back. Like Dejon Edwards reminds me a lot of Sony Michel. Branson Robinson reminds me a lot of Nick Chubb. Kendall Milton, on the other hand, I can't put my finger on who he reminds me of. He didn't play healthy a lot last year. He was recovering from a couple of injuries. Hopefully this year he'll be fully healthy and ready to explode on the scene. But anyways, I think Todd Monken will use them, or not Todd Monken. Mike Bobo will use them to their highest potential. Same thing with Brock Bowers and Oscar Delp. He'll be able to scheme them up very well. And wide receivers, we'll have Arian Smith, we'll have Dominic Lovett, we'll have Marcus Resme-Jacksaint, Ladd McConkey, and others such as that he can use in a variety of ways. A lot of reason I think people are hesitant to get on the train with a Mike Bobo is because of his last few stints, like at Auburn or South Carolina, or his head coaching stint at Colorado State. Look, when you're at a program like those, Auburn was going downhill with talent in 2021. Besides, I'd say that 2021 was their last really talented year before it all went downhill. And their offense wasn't that bad, I'd say. I mean, it wasn't the best. You saw a lot of, boneheaded calls, like the fade, the fade at the goal line on the last play of the game, which should have been called pass interference, but that's nor here nor there. It's just, I don't know, dude. But I think with him sitting behind Todd Monken is going to help him a lot. So, yeah, I think Mike Bobo was a fine hire. I think it's going to help us in the long run, not having to learn a new system. And Kirby trusts him, so in Kirby we trust, I guess. And here's a nice little tidbit. From 2012 to 2014, Mike Bobo had a better statistically scoring offense than Todd Monken had from 2020 to 2022. So, I wouldn't be jumping on the I don't like this hire of Mike Bobo train just yet. It's all going to come down to quarterback, how they do, and everything like that. And also, it wasn't really his fault back when he was offense coordinator. Georgia's defense under Todd Grantham was terrible. Not necessarily fully terrible, but giving up too many big plays that cost them games. So, I mean, it is what it is. We'll see how it goes this fall. I think we still have a great chance to succeed on what we want to do. Whether we three-peat or whether we make the SEC championship and lose or not, it don't matter. Us true Georgia fans will stay Georgia fans and still support the team. All you bandwagons that just jumped on after back-to-back can go on, I guess. So, anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. Good luck, Todd Monken. Thank you for back-to-back national titles and a great offense that you had to drag Stetson Bennett through. And, sorry, I couldn't help it. Stetson Bennett's a great quarterback. Couldn't help it, though. Todd Monken was a great part. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed. Have a great day, and go Dogs.